So the things you're going to need to create your air dry clay or cold porcelain are a microwave safe bowl, and it can be any type of bowl as long as it's microwave safe. You're going to need some baby oil, and you can use canola, olive, or vegetable oil in replacement. Then you're going to need a measuring cup, some measuring spoons, and you're going to need lotion, cornstarch, vinegar, and a 4-ounce bottle of glue. And then you're also going to need some cling wrap for later. So to get started, I'm going to be using my glue first, and I'm just going to pour the whole bottle of 4-ounce glue into the bowl. And to make sure that I got every drop of glue out, I did add about a 1/2 inch of water and shook it up into the bottle just to empty all the glue out of the bottle. Then you're going to move on to your cornstarch, and you want to make sure when making this that if you add a 1/2 cup of glue, you're going to add about a 1/2 cup of cornstarch as well. It doesn't matter if it's a little hair under. In our case, our glue wasn't quite a 1/2 cup, but we're just going to go ahead and put a 1/2 cup of cornstarch because it doesn't have to be exact, but make sure it's as close as possible to a 1/2 cup. So your next step after adding your cornstarch and glue is to add your other 2 ingredients. So in our case, we're going to be using baby oil, but if you're using olive, canola, or vegetable oil, you still will use a 1/2 tablespoon. So we're just going to pour that in. And then we're also going to add our vinegar. So you want to do a 1/2 tablespoon of vinegar as well. So now you just want to mix up your batter, and it's going to come out a little thicker than cake batter, almost like a cream cheese frosting, I would say, but you want to mix it up really well like so. So this part is very important, and it may differ from microwave to microwave, but I have already cooked mine. I have a 1,000-watt microwave, and it took around a minute to cook. Now you do want to cook it for 10 seconds up to 15 seconds at a time, and stir in between until all of your batter is forming together into almost like a ball while you're stirring it. And it's going to be a little bit sticky. It's going to stick to the bowl and stick together, but that's completely fine. That's what you want. You just don't want it to feel really watery or anything on the outside. So once it's done cooking, you're going to let it cool for around 3 to 5 minutes. In my case, I let it only cool for about 3 minutes because I can stand the warmth. And then you're just going to put lotion on your hands, and you can put lotion on your countertops if you like as well, just to make sure it doesn't stick. And when you pull it out of the bowl, you just want to knead it, and just keep kneading it for a while, and just make sure all of it is mixed very, very well. Another thing that I've learned to do after kneading it for a while to make sure that I've kneaded it properly is pull it apart, and it should try to stay together and make like a teardrop, as you can see. And then you know that you're done pretty much kneading for now, and you can go ahead and store it. So our final step is to store our cold porcelain or clay, and all I'm doing is rolling mine into a ball. You can store this so many different ways, but I'm going to store mine in cling wrap. You can also store it in Ziploc bags or anything airtight, because you don't want air to get to it so it'll dry out, because it is an air dry clay. So I'm just covering my cling wrap in lotion just to make sure it doesn't stick while it's stored, and I'm just going to put it on that. Now you do want to wait 24 hours before using your cold porcelain or clay, just to give it time to cool and set up. So I'm just storing it in this, making sure there's no air in it, and then I'm also going to put it in a Ziploc bag. And that is pretty much it for how to make your cold porcelain. There's many other tutorials online. If you don't like this one, there's many more ways to do it, but this is just the way I found that works best for me. So tomorrow we will be back, and we will make some really cute little charms, doll food, a couple little things out of it. I just had to make another batch, so I thought I'd show you guys how to do it, so you can go ahead and make yours, and we'll come back tomorrow and make some really cool stuff out of it. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.